Hi, my name's John Wright, and here I am again. And you know, this is what they gotta look at. I'm right here on Alpine and Delphi, right here across the street from the fire hall. And I want you to know that I've got my party lights on, and you can see the lights are on. I've got my windows wide open. I can see the neighbors' lights on across the way, and I know that they got a goddamn love seeing me over here in my glow in the dark bowling alley. You see, I put on these nice white bright clothes so nobody can miss me if they want to come by and shoot me with a gun. You know why? Because, like I told my brother in law, there's a million others just like me that walks like me, talks like me, they may act like me, but they are not me. Matter of fact, I tell people that all the goddamn time. I'm John Wright, and you're not. And you know why I say that? Because I catch them talking shit that they can't back up. Like my brother Jerry Wright that hides behind a fence in Lewis County. Like my brothers and sisters and everybody that sees me and greets me and sees me out there. And I don't mind being out in the public where everyone can see me. And everybody that don't like me, you know what I say? Beach balls are bigger if you'd like to kiss one of those, baby. You know, Danny Kostick told me that line. And I don't mind even telling somebody where I get a line, how I get a line, and how the line's supposed to be said when I say it. You know, because I say things, and I say things like this, like the Zodiac way. You know, and when they do it, they can either do it this way or this way, but they can't do it this way. They just can't do it because they're not me. And I tell them that right to their face. You can't goddamn do it. It's just like I say, how do you run a bowling alley? Because when I fucking leave a bowling alley, the bowling alley fails. You know why? The people leave because they can't stand the people that's been left there behind. That because they can't live up to what they've done. I got a nice little person right here I'm waving to. And everybody in Thurston County, you can come right out here and look at this out Delphi. I'm right here. I'm saying I'm right here. My dad was the Zodiac Killer, and he was a nice guy, and he was forced to comply. And you come by and you take a goddamn look. I'm a person that they've tried to force to comply that will fucking say, goddamn you, fuck you goddamn stinking pigs that are dirty, don't cover up for then the clean ones don't cover up for the dirty ones no more and demand that they leave their goddamn office and leave you. You know why? Because good cops don't need bad cops. And these cops shouldn't be afraid. Are you goddamn cops afraid to talk up to each other? Because if you guys goddamn want to get it on, I will be your motherfucking referee. And I'll make sure that you have a goddamn clean fucking fight. And goddamn everything goes. But you put your badges and you put your gun down and you get in the ring and you fucking meet face to face and you get it on like two bitches. Because I'm gonna be there and I gotta damn wanna watch you fucking take each other's faces out. And if somebody don't do a goddamn good job, I might fucking take it on just to take it out on both of you. Because I am so goddamn sick of the way that I've been treated. I'm about ready to go get a goddamn car and I'm about ready to go down and get a goddamn gun and start wearing it on my fucking waist. Put it right out there so everybody can see it because I don't do shit behind the back. I do it right to their goddamn faces. And matter of fact, it's every goddamn American's right, as far as I know, that you can wear a gun right on your waist, and if you need to fucking defend yourself and your honor and you're fucking protecting your rights and your fucking living spaces, and somebody wants to fucking stick their up next to your goddamn wall, You can goddamn take that gun and blow a hole right through the fucking wall, because I goddamn told people that here at this place. If I catch somebody on my camera with their fucking head up next to my goddamn motorhome, I'm just gonna pull out my goddamn gun, and I got something I can blow a fucking hole through the fucking wall through here. An air gun. It goes right through a goddamn 2x4. It'll go right through that goddamn wall. It'll go right through someone's goddamn head. I had a friend murdered next to me. If I ever catch somebody up next to my goddamn building listening in, if I ever catch a cop around my fucking house at 4 o'clock in the morning and I see him on my cameras, I'll shoot him before he goddamn fucking ever says one word. They don't deserve to be here. If you want to come and talk to me, you goddamn come here during business motherfucking hours between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And if you're here or there or late, either way, don't come. Matter of fact, I'd like to see the goddamn governor of Washington State, and I don't even mind saying that goddamn governor of Washington State. Because if you don't come on over here and meet me and greet me and talk to me, you're fucking failed to do your goddamn job right there in the governor's office, because I goddamn sent you a fucking pamphlet. You know, I wouldn't mind having the governor's job. You know why? Because if the governor fucking can't stand up and do his goddamn job, somebody should take his goddamn job from him. Matter of fact, I don't think the governor wants to rerun for Washington State. You know, I don't know where he's at, but I've seen him. I thought that goddamn guy should go right over there to Washington, D.C. I think he should fucking give up his governorship right here in Washington State. And I think this Governor Emsley should go over there in Washington, D.C. so I could put him in the fucking hot spot. Him knowing what's happening right here in the backyard of Washington State should make him a better goddamn president of the United States. I wouldn't mind having that governor's office right goddamn there, and I'll tell you why. Because when these goddamn cops find out that I'm the top cop here in Washington State, and I will enforce laws, and I will hire, and I will fire, I'll legislate, and I'll make sure that goddamn fucking taxes are lower, and crime's done. And by the way, exhaust pipes in fucking Washington State, those loud pipes and stuff that I hear fucking roaring past here, they're getting better. But I think the emissions controls over here in Washington State, they eliminated that. They should do the inspection things. They should get all these people fucking inspected on their vehicles and stuff and get them within the law, because they're outside the law on their decibel levels and they're causing people friction along the roadways and stuff. And just because people have driver's licenses and they have cars and stuff that travel back and forth on these goddamn roads right here, does not give them the right to speed on these roads right here and create larger noise than's required from them to go to point A to point B. And I think that everybody that's residents that live along the streets must agree that when we see little crotch rockets going past my place at 5 o'clock in the afternoon today, going here at an excess of 80 miles an hour, and then finally somebody coming up behind him, and I can hear just goddamn whining because he's trying to catch up with his friends, and he's doing 100 miles an hour right there. You know what's going to happen? Maybe they're going to have a wreck right here in front of my goddamn house real soon. I got a real bad feeling. That somebody's going to have a real goddamn bad motorcycle accident right here in front of my house. As a matter of fact, I thought somebody was going to have a wreck right over there in front of my house the other day. And the other morning, Ernie showed me this vehicle that got in a wreck right out there. You know, and I said to him, I said, you know what? I felt there was going to be a goddamn wreck, and that's something that you did this. And I've been picking up on things. As a matter of fact, I goddamn know from what I'm seeing right here, you know, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, these guys have been coming through here every day at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And it won't take much for them to have a goddamn wreck here, because how fast they're going right here. I mean, I seen the, whether they know it or not, there's been chemicals and stuff sprayed down on this road and stuff that eats up on your tires and stuff too, by the way. But anyway, I could see a wreck that's going to happen right there. I mean, I'd hate for them to have a wreck right here in front of my house, right here, where there's going to be people dying in front of my house. But I could see right now that the way that these here people on these crotch rockets are running past my house right now and displaying this as this text messaging. And there's a person right there looking in right now. Hey, I love you. Drive careful, you guys. Drive careful. There's another person driving nice and slow. They know what's going on here. Somebody's here and they're telling them a goddamn message. Isn't that nice? And I'm here for you. And I'm here for you out there. Anybody that views what I'm doing here. I'm doing this because I'm a victim. My dad was a Zodiac killer. I made a commitment to my grandmother and my dad when they told me what they had done prior to their deaths. So I got death confessions from my grandmother and my dad, and my sister Bonnie was told, and that her brothers and sisters was told on my dad's deathbed that my dad had told them all. Every one of these people know that I've told them all. If you line them up, you could say you could start with your confession right now, because once your brother John comes in and testifies against you, we're going to throw away the key. We're going to lock you up and throw away the key. And that's exactly the line that my brother Jim said to me. John, you got to come back. You got to save me. You can't run from this. He just murdered Terry Lance Shortridge. Lancer is the middle for John F. Kennedy. My brother Jim said to me, this is like Perry Mason. What do you mean this is like Perry Mason? Perry Mason, you know. My mom's favorite movie, my grandmother's favorite show. They watch this and they critique and they think they're so goddamn brilliant. They think they're Perry Masons, but they come to me for goddamn information and what would you do in this situation. And they're playing me for good information. And then when my mother used that goddamn information on me the last time they pulled the stunt on me, I didn't know what they were doing. But now I do, and it's time for them to pay the goddamn price. And Fairheart's in Lewis County, Washington, up there in Morton, Washington. I'd goddamn like to see every one of you in front of a firing squad, and I will fucking gun you down myself for murdering that boy in front of me and giving me post-traumatic stress disorder for all these years. I've taken treatment, by the way, America. But it's time that America takes a treatment now. Thank you for your time. 13 minutes. I got to get out of here, you know. They'll only let me upload up to 15 minutes. And you know what? I'm thankful to YouTube for letting me bring this story. I'm thankful to everybody that supports me, whether you believe me or not. That's up to you. I can't twist your arm, and I can't make you vote right, left, or in between. But I'm voting for my girlfriends. I'm voting for women's rights. I'm voting for Roe versus Wade. Women have rights to go to a doctor, and they don't need a man telling them, no, you're not. Thank you for your time, and you have a great day. And men, treat your women with respect, and your women will respect you a heck of a lot more, and you'll get better love in front of them, too.